mini slides, mini slides. Okay guys, we're starting right here from the final position with the Demetrious Johnson Ray Borg fight from the UFC 216. Okay, so when we're here, I got the double underhooks. We're here against the cage. Ray Borg's leaning forward, so he's trying to base his weight out, so it's making it hard for DJ to try to lift. You see him kind of step his right leg in to try to lift, but Borg's leaning forward a lot, making it heavy. So DJ starts loosening him up with a few knees. As he's striking the thigh, this hand comes back. He hits it about 1 or 2 more times before Borg goes to throw an elbow. He had talked about in an interview before about when you go to strike here, you become light. So he hopped back, pulling Ray Borg off of his base. Once he pulled him, he stepped his right leg back into hip in to pull. Underhook arm comes up as he pushes the head over, throwing the top leg over his head. Rear leg followed. When he came back, he swooped, grabbing the top of the wrist, pulling back here. Ray Borg then went for the hitchhiker escape, where Demetrious Johnson just pulled hard over his opposite hip, blocking the escape. When Borg went to go fight the feet, DJ just kept crossing over top and hipping in, lifting up. So coming back in here, instead of talking about Demetrious Johnson's fantastic finish, we can talk a little bit about Ray Borg's options from this. Okay, so after DJ's lacing him with a few knees, Ray Borg goes to throw the elbow, hops back, pulls him in. So what happens, as soon as DJ goes to step in and suplex, Ray Borg actually posts his hand on the mat as he lifts, keeping him exposed as he pushes up, pretty much already having an extended arm when he comes back to rock through for DJ to commit over top of his left hip. One of Ray Borg's defenses here, if he knew that DJ had been practicing this fantastic suplex armbar, would be to almost not post and sacrifice his body on the throw, getting a gable or S grip to protect his arm. So he'd be here, pulling in, suplex up, he comes down, he's already defending his arms. So if when we landed, we're already in this position, we have a few options before we hitchhiker escape. Because we have the cage so close, you might be able to walk in. We call this one the pirate bridge, because I walk my leg nice and close to my partner almost till I feel it touch him. So he moves when I walk. I'm gonna bridge on an angle that my eye touches the mat, getting the knees back under, stacking my partner back up. From here, bringing his knees right to his face, cupping his thigh. As he tries to extend, I make sure I keep my weight forward. I'm keeping my other leg nice and tight so he can't reach under. I shake, shake, shake to bring my arm out. I can reach across to pass, or because this is MMA, I'll keep this nice and tight. Look to strike, hit for my elbow as I come to pass, and keep my pressure on top. So Fabricio Werdum and Walt Harris in their finished little position right here. Fabricio's on top in the ride. Referees, Walt Harris is trying to get up. They're kind of hand fighting a little bit, but as he gets up to escape, Werdum slides his close hook in as he comes up, getting his far hook, pulling him over right here, almost baiting, because as they're falling down, Walt Harris will sit up for a second. Sit up. As they're falling down, Walt Harris is already clearing the arm, where Werdum throws his arm over top. Keeping his close elbow in tight, he just reaches back here for the finish. Walt Harris takes a last-ditch attempt turning in, trying to pull the arm, but thankfully in MMA, the gloves get stuck. He pulls, you see him actually get stuck for that half second, where Werdum lifts and gets the finish. He tries to get away. Back, as soon as he pulls the arm off to escape, Werdum passing him over, falling back, passing on. When we're talking about Werdum on your back, I mean, you know, good luck. A few options for Walt Harris. We're here. As soon as the back gets taken, I'm sliding down to control the glove, pinching with my elbow on the inside, thumb comes underneath, shrugging my shoulders to hide my neck a little bit, so I can do a little front shrimp to peel up, pulling myself to the side as I'm climbing to turn. My partner starts reacting. I tuck my elbow underneath to bring him back across. Second option, if we're right here, sometimes when we're getting caught, might pull this up, we're pressing in. I'm actually trying to get my head underneath my partner's chin to extend him here as if we're on the cage. I'm walking my hips to the side, turning my partner's hips, and I can step over top. Once I'm here, I'm trying to get my shoulder on the floor, and I tuck my elbow again to the floor right here. Sometimes we have quick scrambles to see who's gonna get on top. I like a few options. If they take a big step to create a lot of space, I'm reaching to pull myself under. Or if we're here, sometimes we might just sneak under and get the same result from the other side. Third and final option, if we're here, we're again controlling, we're nice and tight, we're on the inside of our partner as we're flaring our shoulders up. We're tucking like a turtle, I'm pulling, and I start to pull down to climb here. This time I'm actually facing in here. I'm trying to free to step myself through. As I keep climbing up, I'm gonna grab the tricep and shoulder, and I reach behind my partner's head. From here I'm stuffing down, I'm gonna tuck it underneath my armpit, bring my chest back on top, and finish here with my Darce choke. Gets the tap, gets the tap, gets the tap. Oh. Then he slides, then he slides. Oh, I knew I was falling off as soon as I got close. I was like, oh, Amin's on, but I'm not. Amin's on, but I'm not. Yep. Pull the ripcord, guys. Survival.